A, U and These three syllables of the word Om have different connotations. So what are these connotations? These connotations are based on the three states of consciousness, which are either in Sanskrit or in English. In English? In English? Waking, dream and deep sleep. So, based on these three levels of consciousness, we find three different manifestations of Brahman. Based on these three levels of consciousness, we find three manifestations of Brahman. Brahman gets manifested in three ways: in waking, sleep and deep sleep. Now, how is that? First we see, this also happens in two levels. One is the cosmic level, which is called samashti. Cosmic level, which is called samashti. Like a person, as a person in society, I am an individual, but as a part of society, I also am part of the society. So one person is individual, it is called vyashti in Sanskrit, individual, vyashti. And many people put together, collective, that is called samashti. So here we will see it as cosmic and individual. So the three states of consciousness are there, both for the cosmic manifestation of Brahman, and these three states of consciousness are there also for the individual manifestation of Brahman.
Cosmic also has these three states.
Yes. So Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti states are there for the cosmic manifestation of Brahman also, and Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti states are there for the individual manifestation of Brahman also. Individual is called Vyashti, cosmic or the collective is called Samashti. Is it clear? Can we go further? Okay. Please make it very clear, because otherwise it will be confusing. So now, padas of self or different dimensions of self at the individual level is given here in this column. Padas of self at the cosmic or samashti level is given at this column. So in waking state, now first thing you have to understand, we are talking about Brahman's manifestation. We are talking about the manifestation of Brahman. Now when does the manifestation of Brahman take place? When does the manifestation of Brahman take place? Who said that? From ignorance. Okay, it's very basic thing. All other things are different things. Ignorance. So, there is another Sanskrit term, Upadhi Vishishta Brahman. Why Upadhi Vishishta Brahman? Because the qualified Brahman. So you see, Brahman in itself has no qualities. Brahman in itself has no qualities. But because of ignorance, Brahman plus ignorance is equal to universe. So because of ignorance, there are so many qualities imposed, superimposed on Brahman, which is called in Sanskrit Upadhi. So in himself, Somnathji is a very good person, but he has got a Upadhi, some PhD or something like that. So that also makes him very better person, but I am telling you. Brahman, universe. But this universe is the Upadhi of Brahman. It is the superimposition on Brahman. So, Upadi. So, actually, this Upadi does what? Does it limit Brahman or does it unlimit Brahman? It limits it. It gives a limited idea of Brahman, which is not true, but because of ignorance. So that is what? Upadi Upahita Chaitanya. That is what is called. That is the technical word. Chaitanya limited by this qualification. Is it clear? So Upahita means limited. Chaitanya, consciousness limited. Consciousness limited at the samashti level. So this column is the samashti level or cosmic or collective level. So Upahita Chaitanya at the samashti level, Upahita Chaitanya at the vyashti level, individual level. Two levels are there. So you see Brahman as universe at the individual level and also at the collective or the cosmic level. So cosmic level it will be different manifestation, individual level different manifestation. Fine. So when an individual is waking, what will the self of the individual be called? Vaishvanara. Oh, sorry, this one. When an individual is waking, what will be the thing called? Vaishvanara. Is it clear? Yes, it is a technical term. Vaishvanara. No, if you are waking, we will not call you Vaishvanara. No, what I mean is the Brahman which is limited by this body and mind will be called Vaishvanara in any person when in the waking state. No, that is one of the meanings. That is one of the meanings. The root is Vishva. So it is not only fire. So Vaishvanara. Anyway, so some people will also call it yes, Vaishvanara. It is correct. Vaishvanara. Now when the entire universe is in its waking state, what will you call that? Brahman, which is seen as universe, again Vaishvanara. Two aspects. Are you getting it? Is it clear? You see, the Brahman has manifested itself as universe because of ignorance. In the cosmic or the collective sense, with all your solar system and galaxies, it will be called Vaishvanara with 7 limbs. And in the individual sense of a human being or any other being, it will be called Vaishvanara with 19 mouths. Okay, in the waking state. It is clear.
What does it mean by this 19?
What does it mean?
I will come to that. So 19 mouths means 5 sense organs. What are the sense organs? 5 sense organs? No. 5 sense organs. And 5 organs of, this is Jnanendriya, and 5 Karmendriya. Mouth, tongue. Yes. So, okay, now 5 sense organs are the organs of sight, smell, touch, taste and hearing. Sight, smell, taste, touch and hearing. And these are called 5 jnanendriya, pancha jnanendriya, or 5 senses of knowledge, sense organs. Then there are pancha karmendriya, 5 organs or senses of action. What are they? Hands, legs, mouth, and one is for procreation and another one for excretion. 5 organs of action. Then you have 5 pranas. Prana, apana, like that. There are 5 pranas. What is prana? Prana is vital breath. Vital breath. So a person goes into coma, but still the person is alive because the vital breath is there. So vital breath. There are 5 kinds of vital breath. The most subtlest kind being the breath which is used when you bat your eyelids like this. Palak japakna. For that there is one prana. So that prana is the most minor prana. Oh, okay. Then these are how many now it is? 15. Then you have antakarana. What is antakarana? Mind, mana, buddhi, intellect, chitta, thought, ahankara, ego, sense of ego. Is it clear? So these are the 19 mouths. Why are they called mouths? Because these are the entry points of your experience. You experience this world through these. That is why they are called mouths. Mukha. Is it okay? Okay. Vaishvanara. Now this is as far as an individual being is concerned. But we are now talking about the cosmic manifestation of Brahman. So here it has got 7 limbs. The first reference for that 19 limbs is from Mandukya Upanishad, first mantra of Mandukya Upanishad. First mantra of Mandukya Upanishad gives this description of 19 mouths. And 7 limbs you will find in the Chandogya Upanishad, 18.2 of Chandogya Upanishad gives this. What is that? So suppose, imagine that the cosmic manifestation of Brahman is a person. Imagine that the cosmic manifestation of the Brahman is a person. Head is heaven. Okay, heavens means Dhyuloka, that is the Sanskrit, means all the upper worlds. Heavens, head. Eyes are sun. Sun. Then the breath of that Vaishvanara is air. Air which is there everywhere. Then heart is fire. Then the stomach is water. Stomach is water. And feet is earth. And body is space. So there are 7 limbs of this Vaishvanara. Head is heaven. Eyes is sun. Breath is air. Heart is fire. Stomach is water. Feet is earth, and body is space. Now this is an imagination, but you know what? Heavens means the celestial worlds or the outer space. Sun, air, fire, water, earth, space. All the elements are there. So put together all the elements form part of the body of the cosmic manifestation of Brahman. Sun means it includes all the stars. It includes all the stars. Vaishvanara at the... Oh. Yeah, it all refers to Ah. Why? Because it is at the waking state.
is connected with waking state, it is connected with the manifestation of the Brahman at the individual level at the waking state and at the cosmic level at the waking state.
Now the consciousness is always outer in waking state. That we are all aware, no? When you are awake, then you always, your consciousness is always towards the outside. And enjoyment is a gross enjoyment. So if you want to eat food and drink water, you have to actually do it. That is the enjoyment. All your experiences in waking state are gross. Then your place for meditation is right eye. I have never tried, so please don't ask me. But anyway, that is what is told in the Shastra, that the place for meditation of Vaishwanara is right eye. Okay. Any doubts? Clear. Now we go to the next step, that is dream state. No, there is logic in this. There is tremendous logic in this. It is not that just you accept it. Then I would not have even brought it up. Anyway, U. This is U. Taijasa with 19 mouths. Here the self's manifestation is also called Taijas only it is called, but the cosmic manifestation is also called Hiranyagarbha. There is another name also, it is called Hiranyagarbha. Okay. And here it is called Virat. There is another name for this, it is called Virat. And here it is called Hiranyagarbha, another name. It is in a dream state, and in dream our consciousness is always inner consciousness. Is it not? When we dream, everything we see inside us, and the enjoyment is also subtle enjoyment. You can, whether you have diabetes or not, you can take as much sweet as possible. So your sugar level will not increase. And contentment is also subtle. And place for meditation is mind. Mind. Now we come to the deep sleep level. Yeah, you can meditate. If you constantly meditate, then you will dream that you are meditating in sleep. It is not very strange. If you are in the habit of meditating, then suddenly you will get a dream. Probably he has already got, no? You don't. Okay. So, you got that dream? Oh, achha. Okay, tell me the question.
Go to deep sleep state.
Ah.
How to visualize the dream state of like cosmic? The person is sleeps like we can just visualize for individual person like dream state.
Have you seen Ice Age?
I have not seen that.
That is the problem. So Ice Age is the dream of the cosmic manifestation of Brahman. What is Ice Age? Anybody who has seen? Oh, seriously. So all those who have seen, those who have not seen, you can explain to them. So there was one person who went to a place to teach something or explain something, and he knew nothing about that. So he asked, how many people know about this? So many people raised their hands. And so how many people don't know? They raised their hands. So he said, those who know can explain those who don't. So like that. Like a Ice Age is a time when all the species, everything go into hibernation mode. So cockroach is one of the very old, crow and cockroach. They are very old species actually. But they are still there. They have witnessed lot of ice ages, but they did not go extinct, unlike dinosaur. So they remain. No? Like in Ice Age movie, there is this squirrel. No? This fellow is remaining there like that in that. So like that, it remains. So the Ice Age is, it's like a hibernation mode of your computer. It goes into sleep and again the whole thing comes. Okay, deep sleep, it is called prajna. Prajna at the individual level, and at the cosmic level it is called Ishvara, consciousness. And in deep sleep only intelligence is there. Why? Because nothing other than intelligence can do anything in deep sleep. And intelligence also not in the regular sense of your intellect, not buddhi, but dhi. Higher intelligence. Your Atman only remains there in deep sleep. Then consciousness is enmasked consciousness because you don't know what happened. So you just know that you were there. That's all. You can only say, I had a wonderful sleep. Nothing else you can say. You cannot say anything else. So it's enmasked consciousness. And what is the enjoyment? Always happiness. And what is the contentment? Also happiness. And where is the place for meditation? In the space of the heart. So this is the representation of Om according to what is told in the scriptures, that is the Upanishads. No. If you want to meditate on the state of consciousness which is found in deep sleep, you have to meditate in heart. That is the idea. If you have to meditate on the state of consciousness found in dream, you have to meditate on mind. If you have to meditate on the state of consciousness found in waking state, then you have to meditate on I. That is the idea. Any questions?
What column consciousness per time? And the first column per time and more.
No, this is prajna, that is prajna. That is prajna. It is called prajna. That which has got prajna is called prajna. That which has got prajna is called prajna.
You said Ishvara or
It is written Sarveshwara, but Ishvara is also another name. Like for Taijasa, the another name I told you was Hiranyagarbha at the cosmic level. And in the waking state, it is Virat at the cosmic level. Any other questions you have? No, not exactly like Ice Age part 1, part 2, part 3, not like that. But Ice Age means when the whole thing will go into what you call, it is called some places as Pralaya, but it will go into a hibernation mode. That of course is there. In scriptures also it is there, and in Puranas lot of explanation is there.
This Om, whenever it is said that it is to pronounce from the navel to the top, so it should go from the down to up. But here this Ma, especially on the right side, the Mana to the space of heart. So it is on the other direction.
Yes, because when you are making the sound, you are actually following the manifestation. So manifestation is always from the subtle to gross. So you are doing. So that is why it is told that you have to take the sound from here and you have to bring it up, because the sound is coming from unmanifested state to the manifested state. But when you are actually meditating on Om, even the syllables is, this Ma is called Anuswara in Sanskrit. Like you put this dot above. Ramam or Vidyalayam Pratigachati. So that is Anuswara. So Anuswara you use to close a sentence or to close a word. To close a word you use that. That is why when you have this Anuswara at the end of a Sanskrit sentence, you never put the dot, but you put this Ma and then you have this halanta, that stroke. In Bengali Hasanta. In Sanskrit it is called halanta. So that you put. So that shows the ending of the word or the sentence. Similarly, enfolds and encompasses in itself the entire creation. So that is why it is from the waking to the deep sleep. But when you pronounce it, you are actually reenacting the manifestation of Brahman. So that is why it is told that you take from the Nabhi and like that.
But place for meditation for is here, U is here, Ma is here. It is just reverse, right?
That's what, while we pronounce, we are following the direction of manifestation. So, but while you meditate, then it will be the other way around. It will be the other way around.
Bliss would have been better word than happiness.
Not, okay, bliss. Yes. Yes.
Is there any special significance to right eye? Two eyes are donated by the nature.
Hmm.
Can it be correlated to physiology or just?
No, I don't know about that. For this, no. Here it is right eye, but I don't know why it is right eye. I will have to find out. That I can try to find out. But right eye is told. Why right eye? That we have to see. Any questions?
No, it may be just when we say Uttara means all children.
No. It is not like that. This is very specifically right eye has been told. So there should be some reason. Okay, so we will go further, right? Now, you see, in the creation, we see always groups of three. There are certain numbers and certain number forms which repeatedly come, like the number 18. There are 18 Puranas, there are 18 Upapuranas, there are 18 Parvas of Mahabharata, there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita, so on and so forth. So similarly, some numbers are very important. The number 3 is very important. Across religions, across belief systems, number 3 is very important. So why the triad of creation? For example, if you take any philosophy, all philosophies in this world, theistic, non-theistic, atheistic, whatever, they tend to or try to explain God, soul and universe. God, soul and universe. This is what philosophy is supposed to do. So you can say God does not exist. That is also a philosophy. You can say there is nothing called soul, there is only a living being. Then you can say universe is there. Whatever you may say, but you will have to explain all these three aspects, and then only you can be called a philosopher. So, triad of creation, there are always three things. So here in our, why three things, why am I coming to this is because, you see, Om has 3 syllables. A, U, And our Vyahriti, what is the Vyahriti in Gayatri Mantra? Bhur Bhuva Swa. Bhu Bhuva Swa. This is the Vyahriti. That is also 3. Okay. So why 3? So you see, first of all, we have 3 periods of time. Past, present and future. 3. Then we have 3 worlds. Earth, heaven and space. Means earth, what is above earth, you can call it the outer world or whatever. And in between, whatever sphere it is. Then you have 3 gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. What is the color associated with tamas? What is the color associated with sattva? And with rajas? Huh? And what is the thing in terms of action associated with sattva? No action. And rajas? And tamas? Inertia, inactivity, inertia. And so this is what, and then 3 states of creation also, you see, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya or Pralaya. So creation, preservation and ice age or dissolution. So then 3 positions of matter, means one is the gross and the subtle and the causal. Gross, subtle and causal. So gas, yes. That is 3 states of matter. This is different in terms of causality.
Sthula karana, sukshma karana, like that, and the ultimate cause.